the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. As always, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, Rams and Patriots still a week away. We'll touch on that later. But as Coach said, the AFC coming in here on a 2-game win streak.
And I love the fact that it's back to AFC versus NFC. We had that little time frame with captain's picks, and there was no side. I didn't like that. So let's see if the NFC can get into it. Drew Brees will be their starting quarterback. Probably a little perturbed about how his season ended. And Patrick Mahomes from Kansas City. What a second season for that youngster.
Still weak. Still 94 well. I like this play.
This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his third Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the LA Rams currently play. And back then they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham. Nickname, Automatic.
Hail Mary. Hail Mary, bro.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain? Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong...
And he will score. Touchdown, AFC. DeAndre Hopkins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brees and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the leading rusher in the league, Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys, his 2nd Pro Bowl. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Von Miller drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
What'd you say?
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head.
Should I share play?
Before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead,
I gotta end my stream real quick.